This young lady was born the 3rd of August, 1904, and she passed away the 11th of April, 1983. Known professionally as Dolores del Rio, was a Mexican actress with a career spanning more than 50 years. She is regarded as the first major female Latin American crossover star in Hollywood. Along with a notable career in American cinema during the 1920s and 1930s, she was also considered one of the most important female figures in the golden age of Mexican cinema and one of the most beautiful actresses of the era. After being discovered in Mexico, she began her film career in Hollywood in 1925. She had roles in a string of successful films, including Resurrection in 1927, Ramona in 1928, and Evangeline in 1929. Del Rio came to be considered a sort of feminine version of Rudolph Valentino, a female Latin lover in her years during the American silent era. With the advent of sound, she acted in a range of film genres, from contemporary crime melodramas to musical comedies and romantic dramas. Her most successful films of that decade include Bird of Paradise in 1932, Flying Down to Rio in 1933, and Madame Dewberry in 1934. In the early 1940s, when her Hollywood career began to decline, Del Rio returned to Mexico and joined the Mexican film industry, which at that time was at its peak. When Del Rio returned to her native country, she became one of the more important stars of the golden age of Mexican cinema. A series of Mexican films starring Del Rio are considered classic masterpieces and helped boost Mexican cinema worldwide. Of them stands out the critically acclaimed Maria Candelaria in 1943. Del Rio remained active mainly in Mexican films throughout the 1950s. In 1960, she returned to Hollywood. During the next years, she appeared in Mexican and American films. From the late 1950s until the early 1970s, she also successfully ventured into theater in Mexico and appeared in some American TV series. Del Rio is considered a quintessential representation of the female face of Mexico in the world. She is another documentation. Peace and love, and have a wonderful day.